Think of a time when a student comforted a classmate who was anxious before a big presentation, or when a group of students came up with a creative solution during a school project that no adult could have predicted. These moments are valuable, and they're precisely the kinds of human abilities that artificial intelligence still struggles to replicate. AI can now write essays, diagnose problems, summarize research, and even produce music. But what it can't do is feel, relate, or truly understand context in the way humans do. For educators, this is a crucial distinction. The more advanced AI becomes, the more important it is to intentionally teach the skills that machines can't mimic. Let's break this down by looking at a few of these human-first competencies. The first is empathy. Whether it's a teacher sensing that a student is having a hard day or a nurse reassuring a patient, empathy is grounded in lived experience, emotion, and connection. AI can simulate tone. It can even respond in polite and supportive language, but it doesn't feel. It doesn't connect through shared human experience. Empathy cannot be reduced to an algorithm. It's about understanding and sharing feelings, something a machine simply can't grasp. Then there's ethical reasoning. When students are faced with a moral dilemma in a classroom debate or a real-world issue like climate justice or data privacy, they are learning how to make complex decisions with no clear right answer. AI can tell you what policies exist. It can summarize pros and cons, but only a person can wrestle with competing values, consider lived impacts, and own the consequences of a decision. Creativity is another skill that, while assisted by AI, remains fundamentally human. AI can remix and repackage, but it doesn't have intention. It doesn't create from struggle or inspiration or vision. When a student writes a poem about their identity or builds a business idea from scratch, they're not just producing output, they're expressing something uniquely personal. Educators should also pay attention to collaboration. AI can answer questions, but it doesn't navigate personalities or negotiate disagreement. Teaching students how to work in teams, listen actively, and build on each other's strengths is essential in a workplace where human-to-human connection still drives innovation. Adaptability is one more area where humans hold an advantage. AI systems work best when conditions are stable and inputs are predictable. But real life is messy. Humans can pivot, sense context, and apply judgment on the fly. When students work through failure, reassess goals, or switch strategies mid-project, they're building this vital capacity.
So how do we build these skills in classrooms? We start by valuing them explicitly. That means not just teaching content, but assessing how students collaborate, how they communicate, how they reflect. In group work, we can ask students to track the roles they played, how decisions were made, and how they handled setbacks. In writing assignments, we can include reflection questions that ask why they chose a certain topic or what they struggled with and learned.
We can also redesign assessments to center creativity and ethical reasoning. Instead of only asking students to write a research paper, we might ask them to take a position on an issue, explore opposing views, and craft a solution that considers trade-offs. In art and design, we can challenge students to create something that speaks to a personal experience or community need. The point isn't to ignore AI, it's to lean into what humans do best. These skills aren't just nice to have, they are becoming the defining edge in the future of work. As more routine tasks become automated, jobs will increasingly reward those who can connect, lead, inspire, and adapt. Educators are in a unique position to nurture those abilities, not by resisting AI, but by designing learning experiences that highlight what only people can do. When we do that, we aren't just future-proofing our students, we're showing them what it means to be fully human in a world that's rapidly changing.